as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. Pass to Porzingis, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes the three. Caruso. No good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Outside Tatum. Screen by Porzingis. Brown wide open. He fires. And the three off target. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thanks, David.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Outside White. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
The kick out to Williams. Trying to find Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to him. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Williams. For the three. Boston grabs the miss. On the wing, Holiday. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Williams.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
All free throws good from Jrue Holiday. Richard, so many things about Jrue Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Caruso up top. Here's Williams. And Tatum pulls it down. It's the Celtics ball. Here's Porzingis. Outside Tatum. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Over in the corner, Caruso. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Tatum. Out to Porzingis. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Outside Williams. Takes a three. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first three from the floor. Outside Tatum. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. Inside. There's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Outside, Dort. Holmgren the screen. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Stolen by Holiday. Pushing it up. Here's White. And White slams it in.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Holiday. The Celtics on offense. Screen by Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Holiday. The Thunder pull it in. Tie game in Boston. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
8. The Thunder. 8.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Pass to Caruso. Bangs home the trifecta. Caruso's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Oklahoma City. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot misses. Nice D from Porzingis. Brown feeling it out a bit. Tipped away. Shot clock at 6. Brown jams it.
Pure athleticism, Brown with a memorable finish.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. Pass to Caruso. Down low. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Here's Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Here's Holmgren. Fires it up. Again, the Thunder score.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
The 3 from Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tatum's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Brown outside. And finished off by Brown.
And the back. Brown has on these takes, refusing to let the D get the upper hand.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still Still yet to score. Pass to Hartenstein. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Now here is Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Tatum for 3. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. The coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow. Thank you for the report.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line.
And Al Horford drops them both. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Holiday with it. Dort covering. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. "40 seconds left now here in the second. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 4 now for Oklahoma City.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. There's a screen. Pass to Dort. And here is Caruso. He's got 6. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Off target from outside. Boston trailing. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Thunder lead by 2.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
To the middle. Here's Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Here's Hartenstein. Boston grabs the miss. For the lead. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history. And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Porzingis. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
Pass to Williams. And Williams throws it down. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
The kick out to Tatum. Clock at 6. To the paint. And stolen by Caruso. Holmgren with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Here's Williams. To the inside. Here's Holmgren. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
Holmgren hits them both. Celtics trail by 3. Now Holiday. .152 left to play here in the third. Drives to the hoop. And he uses the glass on the lane.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, zipping in before the D can rotate.
Pass to Holmgren. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Here's Holiday. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Inside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.